Okay, Terry, standards gone up again. Cracking game from the sideline. How's it from the coach's dugout?
Look, extremely pleased, and I think we're improving every week, and I can't ask for any more from the players. And to have a big crowd here tonight to witness a game like that and just show where we're at with what we're doing, I'm extremely pleased and very, very proud of the boys.
Significant difference from the sideline seemed to be the pace of the game. It was unrelenting, really.
Look, it was, and when I looked at the way we trained on Tuesday and Wednesday, how we trained on Wednesday is how we've just played tonight, and that's what we've been working on for a long time. So, the credit's got to go to the boys, and as I've said before, they're sticking to a regime here where we're putting pressure on them to perform and to improve, and the boys are stepping the gears up every week, and look, that's exactly what we've said from the start, and that's what we're getting from the players, and that's showing out here tonight.
Now, look at two areas defensively in the first two games. Forgive me, Corey. A few goals were shipped. Tonight, very tight, and it took a cracking goal to breach it.
Oh, look, and that's right, and that's an area that we've tried now 3 right backs, and we're trying to develop players at that position, and we brought Alex Henderson in from strikers only 4 or 5 weeks ago, and no disrespect to what he's been doing there, but what they're doing over there is completely different to what they're doing here. And it's taken him 4 or 5 weeks to be able to understand on how we want to play. And the move tonight of Chris Matiki out to right back, and Hendo came into centre half, and the pairing with Corey and Michael Zappone, who was a midfielder that we've turned into a left back, tonight really worked for us. But once again, the credit goes to the boys, because we identified that problem. We've worked on that problem all week, and the back four and the midfield in front of them and our goalkeeper, did their jobs tonight, and they were very, very good.
Looking up front, Jared Austin said in midweek he was a bit disappointed he hadn't got on the score sheet yet. Well, he did it tonight with a great header, and he could have had several, couldn't he?
Yeah, look, I'm glad he said that, because in the change room before the game, that's exactly what I said to him in front of the players, and there's no misunderstanding. Jared was told that his positioning hasn't been where we want him to be, and he's not getting into those areas to create opportunities for himself, whether it be in the 18-yard box with his head, or first time, or whatever, and he's under pressure. And as I've reminded him tonight, we've got 35, 40 players here doing very, very well, and I've got boys in the under 20 scoring goals every week. So tonight he's stepped up, and he's done exactly what all the other boys have done. He knows he's under pressure to keep his spot, and he's done his job, and we've asked him to score goals, and he's got in the right position, and he's done that tonight. So a great rap for him, and hopefully he keeps improve as well.
I'm going to steal Corey's line here. Corey said beforehand that the Brisbane Roar might be the benchmark that you set yourself against this season. If that's the case, more than met the challenge tonight.
They are the benchmark, and while we talk about our Malaysian friends that played here last week, they've got 4 or 5 boys to arrive here in the country yet, I believe, as well, and so they're going to be a massive handful through the year. But there's no misunderstanding in what we talked about in our change room tonight. Our respect for the Brisbane Roar as a club and what they've done in Australia is immense, and there's no misunderstanding. But when they come here to our club, that's another football team. And if we're going to be in the top tiers of the NPL this year, we need to compete, and we need to get points and results against opposition like the Roar. Their first 5 minutes out there was absolutely pristine. You can't say that first 5 minutes, for me, if they had played like that for 90 minutes, well, you'd be sitting back, you'd be looking at Barcelona type of stuff. They were absolutely superb, and I thought that as the game went on, the momentum started to change, and we certainly matched them. And at the end of the day, the result 1-1 was totally fair. And our amateur players, semi-professional players, whatever you want to call them, have done extremely well tonight against, as far as I'm concerned, the leading team in this country, and we've matched them in all areas.
Corey, moving across to you. Terry, I might have to lean across you here. You've got a few scars on you. You look as though you could do with a beer or at least a good drink. Have you played against the intensity and the speed of that sort of team before?
Yeah, obviously not. Like Roar, I've only just come into the competition this year. As we said before, they're the benchmark, and they're a lot more intense than what a lot of other teams that are training 2 to 3 nights a week. They're in every night with each other for 12 months now. So no, we haven't really played that intensity before, but I think we matched them. Like Terry and Dom have been conditioning for us at training to match that standard, and I think the boys held their own tonight, and yeah, it was very pleasing.
How did you find it? What was the biggest challenge for you out there? Was it their movement? Was it their speed? What was it?
It's just them knowing where each other are at all times. Like, we're starting to build the relationship between each other where we're getting up to that standard where we don't have to yell at someone to get into a position. They know to go there. So that's the sort of thing that we sort of have to get to sort of move on and beat those kind of teams.
Defensively, how's it coming together? We spoke to Mario last week. He said very easy club to slot into. The only one goal against tonight. You're going to celebrate that, but obviously it's clean sheets you're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. That's what every centre half and defender should be looking for, and goalkeepers is clean sheets. Like, we're never happy until it's a clean sheet and we've got 3 points on the board. But all the boys in the defence have been working hard. A lot of the 20s who have been playing well and the reserve teams have really been pushing us to become better players, with them having good results every week. And it's just all the backline's been working hard, and it's shown tonight. I know we conceded 1 goal, but that's just a lapse of concentration that we've got to work on.
Put you on the spot now. Marks out of 10?
What, the team or?
For the team.
I think tonight we're about 6, 7 out of 10. We've got a lot of areas to improve in. A lot of sort of, being clinical and being, as Terry says, ruthless with a lot of things we do. And just that lapse of concentration, we have it sort of towards the end of halves and sort of as soon as they score. So I think there's a lot to improve on there, but we've got a long season and we just seem to be going forward and forward every game. So we'll get there.
It's been a great night. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Jeff, Moreton Bay United delighted with the point. Cracking close game. How's it from the Roar dugout?
Yeah, look, it was an interesting game actually. It was a very tough game. Played at a really high intensity, high pace, and we got a lot out of the game.
The goal you scored was one of the best ones we've seen down here for a couple of seasons. The speed and the cross and the finish. That's the sort of level that you're working at, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That switch of play. We got a good movement in the wide areas. Got a wide player in behind the fullback, and then a great cross and a fantastic finish. So that's the type of play that we're trying to build. And unfortunately, it didn't happen as much as we hoped today.
Well, yeah, you got 8 last week and 1 this week, but what do you take out of it? Jets are pretty happy with the way they've come away with a point in their performance.
Yeah, I thought we defended really well with Royce up front and the attacking threats that the Jets had. I thought the way that our young lads defended at the back was very pleasing. Our midfield as well. We'd worked a fair bit this week on our defensive structure, and it held quite well. So from that point of view, I was very happy. I was probably a little bit disappointed in the second half that we got caught up in the pace of the game, and I would have liked our players to be a little bit more composed on the ball there through the second half.
But it's a learning curve, which is what the NPL is all about for a lot of players in every team, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and that's what we try and tell the players, that every game is a little bit different here. We're getting different challenges than we get playing in the National Youth League. There's different styles of play. There's some good sort of journeyman pros playing in the league as well. So there's a lot for them to pick up, and I say we're really pleased to be playing in the league.
Jeff, you've only had 2 games, we know, but already people are talking about the Brisbane Roar team being the benchmark for this league. Does that add pressure to you, or do you not pay any attention to that kind of talk?
No, not really. We're just here to develop our players for another 6 months of the year. I say we're really pleased with the standard of the competition. We're getting different challenges every week, look. If people want to say that, we'll take it as a compliment. But it's about individual development, not even winning games for us. So performance before results.
Put you on the spot here. Quick analysis of the Moreton Bay United team.
Oh look, I was quite impressed with them actually. They look like they've changed their style of play this year. They're playing a lot more football. They caused us a few problems, especially in the second half. I think they'll get better and better as time goes on. I think we understand that as a team, that For these teams, it's early in the season for them. We've come off a full season, so we're fully match fit and ready to go. So I think fitness-wise, teams will improve week in, week out, and things will get a little bit tougher for us as the weeks go on.
Well, Jeff, we look forward to seeing you a bit later in the season. Thank you.
Great, thanks.